He merges the two bodies of fresh and salt water, yet between them is a barrier they never cross. Surah Al-Rahman, verse 19 and 20. It's amazing that this ayah from the Surah Al-Rahman, despite the existence of so many hurricanes and massive mountains, gives us news of oceans not merging. In this case, as in all cases, science supports the claim made in this ayah from the Quran. In 1962, the French marine scientist Captain Jacques Cousteau, who is famous for his underwater research, explained the results of his investigations about water barriers as follows. We were investigating some researchers' judgments that put forth that there were some barriers that separated different masses of the seas from each other. As a result of various studies, we saw that the Mediterranean Sea has a peculiar natural level of salinity and density. At the same time, it has specific life forms. Then we analyzed the mass of water in the Atlantic Ocean and saw that it was completely different than the Mediterranean Sea. However, these two seas, which merge at the Strait of Gibraltar, were supposed to be equal or at least near equal in terms of salinity, density, and life forms that they had. However, these two seas have different structures even in places where they converge closely. Upon our investigations, we came across an event that amazed us. There was a great water curtain at the merging point that did not allow these two seas to mix. The same kind of water barrier was found by German scientists at Bab al-Mandab, where the waters of the Gulf of Aden and Red Sea converge. In our later investigations, we witnessed the existence of the same kind of barrier in all merging points of seas that have different characteristics. Basically, if Allah had allowed the fresh and salt waters to mix, the living things both in and around these waters would cease to exist. The Quran mentions this miracle once again in the Surah Al-Furqan, saying, "And He is the one who merges the two bodies of water, one fresh and palatable and the other salty and bitter, placing between them a barrier they cannot cross." So yes, just as the fresh and salt waters not mixing shows Allah's eternal might, it also proves once again that the Quran is the word of Allah, because the Quran proved the existence of this miracle 1400 years before scientists discovered it. This is because it would have been impossible for someone in that time period to discover this without the advancements we have in this time period. Thus, by no means can the Quran be the word of a human being. Instead, it is the word of the Creator of the earth and skies, Allah Ta'ala. Join us next time for another episode of the Miracles of the Quran.